What is up, everyone? Hope everything is going well. So today I want to discuss one of the darkest analogies in politics that I have ever heard of. So the story basically goes as follows. Don't mind me, I'm going to be a bit dramatic. There's a company that specializes in one thing and one thing alone: crushing orphans. Day in and day out, they manufacture these huge, colossal machines, steamrollers mixed with horror of medieval torture. Spikes protrude from their rolling drums, ensuring efficient destruction and pain. And this company only has one goal: to crush as many orphans as possible. They line them up in droves and show no mercy. But not all hope is lost. Every story needs a hero, and this one certainly has one. A man so brave that words can hardly do him justice. Each morning, as the machines comes rumbling out of the fog, he's already waiting. With all the strength and speed that he can muster, he sprints forward to the machines, snatching as many orphans as he can carry, saving them from the clutches of death. The people have no greater joy than to praise their hero, a man risking everything to save the children. They show him the utmost of respect. Food and drinks are all on them. To them, he is their savior, a deity in their eyes. But unbeknownst to them, they are being taken for fools. They have been swindled by a charlatan. Because each morning, before the factory wakes, before the orphans are herded, it is their hero starting up the Orphan Crushing Machine. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story that we are going to explore today. And if you haven't heard it, I'm calling you a liar, because every day we experience the Orphan Crushing Machine in one way or the other. So let me give you a few examples. Everyone praises Billionaire philanthropy. Oh, thank you so much for paying for my surgery. Oh, thank you so much for your donation to save the rainforest. But the system that built his wealth is the one responsible for all of the destruction. North Korea sees its supreme leader as God. Everything good in their lives, they believe, is thanks to him. They see the labor camps. They see hunger and death. Every day they see how cut off they are from the outside world. And still, he is their supreme leader. I watched the documentary about North Korea long time ago. It followed an eye surgeon who traveled there to perform surgeries considered routine in the West. He restored people's sight who had been blind for years, and he did all of this out of the goodness of his heart. One patient stood out, an old woman blind for decades. The surgeon worked his magic, and the moment she regained her sight, the first thing she did was run to the nearest poster of the supreme leader and thank him for the gift of sight.
Now we spot the grandmother we had visited at home. She's been waiting for years to see the dear leader. And she's not disappointed. Each time a patient regained their sight, we were amazed to see them direct their gratefulness toward the dear leader. Despite the hardships, he receives credit for everything that happens here.
Another example. The Orphan Crushing Machine can just as well be a slogan for the continent of Africa.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Every time a country is taken over or saved from the previous oppressing government, the new ruling government is just as corrupt as the previous one. They loot billions upon billions. They leave the country without electricity and water. And then, just as the country is on the brink of civil war, they donate a few slices of bread and the people can't stop praising them, talking about how grateful they are for their new government. You see, I've given a few examples about the Orphan Crushing Machine, and those with a keen ear would have realized that this phenomenon happens on the left and on the right. The political left says, oh, this analogy is perfect for capitalism. And the right says, oh my word, this is the story of communism/socialism reincarnated. It's a lot like George Orwell. Every political party thinks that Orwell was on their side. They call this the political horseshoe. If you go far enough left, then you end up right. Till this day, people can't decide whether Hitler was socialist or fascist. And the same goes for Lenin and Stalin. They say, well, Hitler's party was called the Nationalist Socialist Party. And then the other side would respond with, well, the Soviet Union never gave up the means of production, meaning they were practicing another form of state capitalism. So yeah, you can make of this what you wish. For me, the Orphan Crushing Machine is more a way of thinking. It helps us arrive to conclusions and solutions faster. So next time, when you see the steamrollers coming out of the fog, their spikes caked with blood from the previous day, the orphans herded like sheep. Do not ask, whom shall come to save them? Maybe ask, why do we have an orphan crushing machine in the first place?